So as you know, here at Overtake, our focus primarily, at least for now, has been on the newer vehicles like the VA and VB. But our buddy Art is, I guess, notorious, you could say, for buying older and maybe not the best examples of vehicles. And he told me that he just picked up a new car. I haven't seen it yet. I have no idea what it is. I can only assume that it's an older Subaru of some kind. But I think I hear him pulling up right now, so let's go check it out. Is that it there? Oh boy. What a heap. What did you do?
Get in, losers, we're driving to Japan, let's go! I want to clue you in to what we're doing here. Basically, I told these guys that I bought a new commuter vehicle a couple days ago. They didn't know what it was, and this is the big reveal. Were you expecting this at all, Owen?
No.
A right-hand drive, first-gen JDM SF Forester. One of my dream cars, and the dirtiest car I've ever owned by far. I don't know if you can see on the inside, but look at all this. It looks like it was underwater. And there is a good story with that. It's a little cold out here, so I figure let's get it in the shop, and I'm going to break down exactly why I spent money on this JDM piece of crap. I need to give a little background on this car. If you're not a Subaru enthusiast, which I assume you are if you're watching our videos, this is a really weird purchase. You would look at this as a regular person and go, why would anyone buy this? It's an old grocery getter SUV with a bunch of stuff strapped on. It's not in great condition, especially that interior as you saw. We're gonna go through that and show you exactly how dirty that is and why.
I know it's not this. It looks like he threw them in a mud puddle!
There's scratches all over the place in weird spots. Like, what is this all about? Why is the door scratched up here? But there's so many pluses to this, and if you are a true Subaru enthusiast, especially one of vintage Subarus and JDM, like straight from Japan, you'll know why this is such an exciting car for someone like me, a big Forester fanatic. So, Owen, I know you love the vintage stuff as well. Do you understand why I bought this? I'm not crazy, right? Tell me I'm not crazy.
The condition, I don't know why you bought it. Everything else, that it's like a first gen.
Yes.
With what engine? Turbo?
It is. Yes, it's not just the scoop. There is a turbocharged engine under it, one that we didn't get stateside. As you guys know, first gen Foresters came with a 2.5 NA. Very slow. The former owner of it was a mailman for 3 years. So he bought this in Tennessee, which is a huge bonus. If you buy anything from the Midwest, it's likely going to be rusted out, especially anything from this year generation. But obviously being a mailman, he needed a right-hand drive vehicle, bought this from Tennessee, brought it up here, and he recently quit his job as a mailman and now couldn't justify driving this car around. But that's why there's dirt everywhere. These scratches presumably are from like a mail bag, and I don't, what do you think this is from? Hitting mailboxes?
Probably just hitting mailboxes, yeah.
Well, he should have done this. Oh wait, hold on, key's gotta go in. He should have done this, which is something the USDM Foresters didn't get. The interior is in terrible shape. Look at this. There's rocks, seeds, all sorts of stuff. A water bottle wedged under here. My assumption is he drove with the windows down and lived on a rural dirt road, so it just kind of got packed up. That's going to be a big episode in my mind, is cleaning this thing up. I envision tearing everything out of the interior.
Just one episode?
Multiple episodes, an entire series on the cleanup of this. But it's all going to be worth it because the interior is going to be clean, and what's under the hood is really why I bought this car. It's an EJ20G. As I mentioned, this did not come in USDM Foresters, and so to have a factory turbocharged SF5 like this is actually, this sounds really dumb, but a dream come true for me. Aww. Despite how crappy it looks under here.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is,
Wow.
there's going to be a long list that I'm probably going to write on the wall so everyone can see just how much work it needs. Suspension work is a huge one. Brake work, the brakes are shot. They wobble like crazy every time you put on. It pulls to the right heavily, so something's going on with steering. Why don't we go through the exterior first?
Okay.
And Owen, since you're a vintage Subaru guy, start pointing out all the stuff that didn't come stateside.
I mean, we never, starting with the obvious, we never got scooped hoods on
But you know
SF.
what's funny? Foresters didn't get it, but Outbacks did. And they
Outbacks
didn't
did?
have a turbo engine.
That's,
USDM.
I mean, Impreza's too.
Impreza's
the
too,
later, the facelift first gens. Obviously the bull bar, it's another obvious one. Chrome grille, did we ever get those? Did
Nope, I don't
the
believe so.
Limited or the L's?
This is totally factory from this edition. The chrome, the side markers, those were orange.
Clear side markers, yeah. The
And-
fender flares, kind of reminiscent of modern Subarus.
Ah, so that's where the 22 Plus WRXs got it from?
Yeah, really, Forester did it first. Was,
All right, what else on the fender?
these markers, those are,
JDM side markers. And then we can point out the wheels while we're here. They're Spirit 2s in 16 by 7 spec. Some beauties right there, with brand new tires, I might add. So that's a little score.
obviously the side steps, that's different.
Forester.
Trying to be a Forerunner.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a little baby Forerunner. The chrome elephant in the room. So these came as factory on this spec. So this is the Subaru T/TB. I've been saying it's the tuberculosis spec because of all of this. What I gathered from the couple of minutes of research I did is this is the off-road kitted version, and then there was an S/TB, which was kind of the street version, lowered and didn't have as much of this garnish and things like this. I know your favorite feature.
Yes, the big bar.
Don't break it off.
I'm not gonna have to put much into that to even come close.
That literally looks like AutoZone special. Like you just went down
Yeah.
to Napa and then just drilled it in, but that's what came from it.
Either that or Home Depot. Like I've seen this in my shower at home.
And this car wouldn't be complete without some accident damage. You can see here rear-ended a couple, I don't know, mailboxes again. I think he had a thing for destroying mailboxes, hitting them with his mirrors, backing up into them. And if you needed any proof that it was a postal vehicle, there you go. This is where it came from, Dalton Pike Motors LLC. And then obviously more of the same on this side. We didn't mention chrome door handles. And the rain guards. These were a factory, I say were, because they're in about 10,000 pieces. Factory options as well on this car.
Are these for like Japanese toll?
Yes,
service?
toll roads. In Japan, you run into a toll road every 15 feet, and they're really scary because as you approach them, they're shut, and within like 8 inches of it, they pop up really quickly. They're probably foam and they can't hurt your car, but it feels like you're gonna hit it, and I think that's what these are. This is the best part of the car. The worst part is on the inside. So again, let's pop the doors open. I'll lower the windows.
Oh boy.
Just first gen
window
slow.
regulators.
But that's just how Subarus were. I don't even think that's slower than normal.
You're probably right.
So a lot to be cleaned here. Like I mentioned, we're gonna pull this entire interior. The carpet is absolutely filthy and caked on. It does have the factory floor mats, which are pretty cool because they have a middle piece here, and then they're kind of like a zebra print situation. Hopefully these clean up pretty nicely. And I bet I can find some whole seeds in here. Right now I'm just seeing shells, but I'm guessing the good stuff's under the
There's
carpet.
probably snacks.
Yeah, there's definitely snacks. I
The
believe
driver's
a cup holder that we didn't get right there.
This is, oh, is this actually cup holders?
Yeah, it's a little weird cup holder.
It goes way down there.
The stereo I thought was upgraded, but that's actually a factory unit. It's pretty cool.
It says Forester on it already.
It does, and it has a digital climate control, which again, I don't think USDM 98s came with.
I think I'm getting the black lung, Bob.
And then up here, Momo wheel. And I've never seen this style design. Obviously, the 2002 Bug Eyes came with Momo's USDM, but I think that was probably the first collab.
No airbag on the passenger side. You get a
Yeah,
second,
the Japanese don't care about the
second glove
passengers,
box.
apparently. And wood grain, I know it's hard to tell, but wood grain trim. right there. That is real wood, believe it or not. Don't believe it because it's not real wood, it's plastic, but it's still pretty cool. And then I don't know that USDM models came with the ashtray in '98. So this is, I think, a Japanese feature.
These are comfy seats.
They
I
are
don't want to
comfy.
get out of here. And they got these armrests.
Yes, it's
the
a captain's chair. And period correct 80s carpeting on the door panels.
Yeah, these like seats, carpet, everything is like super nice. I'm just like, I'm looking for treasures now.
I think we're gonna find treasures under the carpet. I think once we start pulling these pieces, there's gonna be something to be found. There are some cool little JDM stickers and things that I'll show you guys as we film just throughout, but it makes it a little more special. The other big thing is, underneath, there is no rust. Like I said, it is a Tennessee car, and that was a huge selling point to me. If you buy a first-gen Forester in Minnesota, really anywhere in the Midwest, it's likely gonna be rusted out, and that just sucks. This car, despite its shape right now, is gonna live on and be genuinely loved by myself, by Owen.
We haven't started working on it yet. We'll see if either of us love it in a week.
So speaking of, we are gonna start working on this thing. We're planning to do a little mini series on it. Obviously on the Overtake USA YouTube, we do a lot of stuff pertaining to the business, like product releases, install guides. Well, we wanna have some more fun content too, and things that us as true enthusiasts really find enjoyment out of. No one is twisting my arm to purchase this or build it or clean it. I'm genuinely like giddy with excitement to get started on this thing. So I'm gonna be traveling to Japan, ironically, tomorrow. I'm back in 2 weeks. If you guys are watching this video, then obviously you know what's to come. I think we're gonna start filming the cleanup of this and see exactly how much of a mistake I made by purchasing it. Are you up for it?
I guess. Are we gonna put it on a rotisserie and just turn it upside down and watch all the dust and rocks
I don't know
go
what
everywhere?
we're gonna do. We're gonna have to take some real drastic measures though. So I picture pressure washing the underside, maybe getting it up on jack stands, taking wheels and things off, fully pulling the interior. Engine bay needs a huge wash. And then I've got some people in mind that I haven't talked to yet at detail shops that maybe could do like a paint restoration on this or something, get some scratches out. We'll see if we go to that extent. At the end of the day, it's a beater commuter car for me, but we'll have some fun with it. Anyway, thank you guys for checking out this episode. If you're intrigued by what we're doing here, please comment, like the video, subscribe to the page. Just hype us up a little bit. That always helps the algorithm. It obviously helps us, and so we just appreciate you guys supporting us in any way you can. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one. Is it locked? No, it's just a really hard handle.
Just broken.